Alright, some freaking podunk person sent me on dirt roads. Not that long, but still. I hate navigation. It doesn't take you down the route that avoids it the most. Now these homeowners are okay. They're not side of a mountain. But now I know when I get shipped out, towards if I do any work near Sun City, I need to pause and go back to an area that's further away from this area. That's why. That hard dip. I didn't go on this way. There's a median right here. Yeah, see, there's a road. It took me down a longer dirt road. And if you're wondering, yeah, those little tiny rocks, yeah, those can pop your tires. Especially the ones that have chipped edges. It's no longer rounded. It doesn't seem too bad anymore. If I get that casino job, first thing I want to do is take this to a aftermarket shop and have them install a lift kit. Because it has a turbo, so I'm just going to lose a little bit of power, but I'm not worried about that at all. I was going so slow, my doors even lock yet. They just barely locked. Oh, okay, normal road. But yeah, see, I hate that crap. No longer road. Yeah, see, a lot of bounce. That's how you get your tires popped. And if you're wondering why I'm worried about all the bouncing from the road, all you gotta do is watch those self-driving vehicles in China. Those self-driving vans, they're hitting like freaking bumpy roads and they're bumping everywhere and they're just going up and down and it's like they're doing a hip-hop dance. Yeah, that's what happens. That's very bad. Yeah, I hate places like this. Oh, I delivered out here. Yeah, no, I delivered, I think either straight across here or a little further up. Oh, it was a little further up. Yeah, it was a new housing development. wobbling. knocking. Alright, alright. Oh, you know the strip that I saw, man? I was doing delivery and I don't know if this person was aware. I don't know what was going on, but this person popped their tire and they had no sense, no common sense to pull over and put on their spare. They tore away the tire and they were going down the street on the rim, grinding the tire. But they weren't going fast enough to see sparks. But still, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh, what's going on with this person? Oh, it was crazy, man. I was like, oh. So the video earlier, yeah, from all those crazy drivers now, and then when I saw that, I was just like, oh man. I was like, I am sure glad I decided to take that break. I was gonna finish out 4 hours, but I ain't gonna do it. I am too far away from the main city. I'm more than 30 minutes away from my house. That's just too far. Yeah, when I'm driving around the dirt road areas, I know if I'm out in South Phoenix, I am more than 30 minutes away from home. That's all. Nope, I'm done. That's it. So now I know. Yeah, don't go until 2 a.m. anymore. So all right, I got my data, did my recon. DoorDash is way better, way better. I was hardly on the freaking freeway. I was maybe only like, I don't know, once, twice on the freeway. That's it. Uber, when I did it for the short almost 2 hours, I was on the freeway like 4 times. Like, man, this is crazy. Yeah, Uber don't care. They don't care at all. It's all AI driven now. I think DoorDash is, but obviously they have more money in the market, so they're going to have better software. So yeah, I wanted to test that too because I never knew that. I thought Uber Eats had. Oh shit! You see that coyote there? The coyote right there, running into the development. Oh, which way did it? Woo! Okay, I'm good now. Old Navajo ways. Actually, you know what? Dang it. You know what? For the sake of peace, let me pull over and do a quick prayer. Learning point right here. Yeah, when that happens, Navajo tradition, I think it was east to west, is really bad, but that could be an omen. I've heard people say that they had cousins and uncles and aunts die from not pulling over. Just say a quick prayer. Oh, I gotta say a prayer too. Oh, I was listening to Crystal Waters earlier. There's someone behind me. And I like what she did when she did her sign off. I'll just do a quick prayer like her sign off. Yeah, so what she said was, here's a prayer, quick prayer. Love, peace, and house music. And then, since I was in Korea, I do what the Koreans do, protect my ancestors. And then since I graduated from a Christian university, they were kind enough to teach Brown Savage some good ways. Thank you, Lord. All right. I make a quick stop. Thank you very much. Let's have a great day. All right. Let's continue on with it. Good learning point. Like I told you, house music is all about being open, having an open mind is the best way to say it. Because you will hear people singing about the word in some of the songs, but they're not trying to tell you to go out and start worshiping the word. It's just, uplifting. Oh, there you go. They're trying to uplift you. And so, house music, at some point in your life, if you've never had the word, if you've never been exposed to the word, house music is a great way to understand it. Yeah, because in house music, they talk about bigotry, talk about when people do ill treatment onto others based on appearance. Yeah, we're not about that. We're not. Here I am trying to act like I'm a house music artist. House music is not about that. So now you could apply other things to house, because house has its variants in other music. People don't like to acknowledge it, but it does. Just like rave music, it's just a faster tempo of house music. What they used to call it back in the 90s, hard techno or whatever. And now it's probably known more as blade techno, I guess. Anywho, so. Or like hard style and all that, yeah, so. And any good DJ, they'll figure out how to mix it. And if you're wondering, well, how would I mix it? Well, I'd bring in the old Texas style. I'll be doing some screwed hard style to match house BPM. It may sound weird and funny, but hey, it might pick up. So, yeah, that I don't think I'm talking about that on my videos. Yeah, I think it originated in Houston because everyone was talking about it that was in the Army, because most of the medical non-officer medical jobs, enlisted jobs, they all trained in Texas. So I thought it was weird, but Texas this, Texas that, like, is Mofo from Texas? No, they're from Baltimore, Maryland. Like, I don't get it. Anywho, so they were all at some point. Let's see, I was in Seoul around, I think it was 2004. Yeah, 2004 to 2006, almost 2 years. Yeah, they were everyone that was coming new from the States, or being stationed in any of the Army posts in Texas. Yeah, they were all into that. So I checked my tire threads today. They were pretty good, so I wasn't too worried about them. But still, I hate going on dirt roads like that. If I had 2 vehicles, yeah, no problem. I'd had fun, but no, I only had this. The only car I got. So it's like, man. Well, one thing that I'm happy about is if I do rent from NHA housing, at least I'll be driving on paved roads again, so I don't have to worry about driving on a dirt road to get to a house, unless I lease my land, and then I'm gonna have to pay someone to freaking gravel a driveway. that's later on in life. That's after I've gone back into the corporate game. Slacks. I don't wear dress shoes, I wear boots. I get nice boots. So, most people usually like them. So, like, oh yeah, no, that's fine. Like, because they think I'm gonna be wearing like hiking boots. I'm like, no. I was like, they got, you know, casual leather boots, hard leather too, like cowboy leather boots, but they're not cowboy boots. Like Timberland earth boots, yeah, those types of boots. The type of boots, I guess you could say, non-colored boys in khakis that like to put sweaters around their necks wear those types of boots. Because I used to wear Chelsea boots to interviews, but everyone kept freaking, oh, those are real nice cowboy boots. I look at them like, these aren't cowboy boots, they're Chelsea boots. And then everyone gets shocked. I swear they were cowboy boots. You did a magic trick. Like, what? It's just like, man, I don't want to work here. Like, they're already making jokes and I'm not even working here. Like, totally unprofessional. So, yeah, I just stopped wearing my Chelsea boots. I really like them too. Oh, that was what I was on my mind. I was actually going to see how shiny I can get them, because they're leather boots. So I was like, I wonder if I can shine them up and get them nice and shiny, make them look nice and good. Because they have the elastic. That's what secures it to your foot, is the elastic pulling. And I started laughing like, oh wow, yeah, these are Chelsea boots. Wow, Christian Brothers Automotive. That's a VA approved franchise for veterans like myself. Oh, wow, I didn't even know there was one here. That's later down the road too. Like I said, going back to the corporate game, hopefully. I mean, yeah, I said I did get it, but I'm still praying, you know, I hope I get it. Because I did like what the guy said. Because they're like, well, hey, you know, we have to ask these questions per HR, so let's just get through it. I almost started laughing. Like, oh, don't laugh. Stay serious. Keep it cordial. Yeah, it's like, all right, keep it serious face. All right, acting like I'm meeting my new wife's in-laws. All right, keep it cool. So, because he did say that he had more interviews, but I like what kind of threw me off was, he said, if by next week you don't hear anything from us, give us a call. I was like, well, what day? Like, if you don't hear anything about Tuesday, give us a call. I was like, oh wow. So I think they just had maybe 2 more interviews, maybe that Saturday. Well, I don't know. They're open 24 hours. So 24 hours, 365. That's what I said. Back to the corporate game. You know you're working a corporate job when they tell you don't get holidays off. But when they do stuff like that, that means the benefits they're there. You just gotta duke it out. So I'll get it on 17. Cool. So I can still go get gas. Hey, today, go me! I forgot. Oh, go me, man! I did close to 4 hours. All year after May, or after May, after the week after my birthday. I didn't even do it like 4 hours straight because I was worried about my freaking hog. And then sure enough, my hog did give me problems. But not now. Not anymore. Now I know. I didn't hit 500 on my trip mileage trip counter on my dash. I don't know how to revert to that trip button. Trip distance traveled, I guess. Yeah, now I know when it hits 500. Gotta look at my oil. So I keep my hog alive, keep her purring. Wait, wow. I gotta keep my hog squealing. Woo, 47. Turn the heater on. Oh dang, I was out. I knew it. I was like, man, if I go to the 17, I must be on Happy Valley Road. Yep. Yeah, this is a good area. I'm just pissed off I had to go on dirt road. Oh, this is a good area. Oh no, is this Happy Valley Road? Nah. The road I wanted to be on was a little further up. There's a road called Joe Max. You know, obviously Joe Max, your mama. Yeah, I like Joe Max. It's a little further up. Yeah. Happy Valley Road. Yeah, if you go west on that, it starts turning into dirt roads and stuff. City stops caring. Got all those yahoos out there. Alright, I know where I'm at. I don't need this anymore. Gonna take this to get some yes. Alright, if you're new and you stumbled upon me through another app and you're inquiring about the notes I left, yes I am. I guess another update. I'd said it before. Yes, I've driven in Korea from 2002 all the way to 2007. Not a complete 5 years, but close enough. So yeah, I've driven from Seoul to Daegu and Daegu to Busan, but I drove at night to Busan, so I didn't have my bearings too well. And then I've driven extensively between Daegu and Seoul. Anywho, a little burned. Can't think of anything. I'm just gonna listen to some music. I'm listening to Bottom Kylie. I cannot ever pronounce her last name. Kylie Minaj. I never knew who she was until, oh no, never mind, I did. She had one song, obviously, we all know what it is, from the 90s. And then I didn't hear anything from her after that until I went to Korea. She was all over in Korea. crazy? It's only been what? How many minutes? Less than 20 minutes or 25 minutes, and you can get on dirt roads. Yeah, see, it's the Wild West here. Oh, if you go hanging out in South Phoenix, there's actually areas down there you'll see people riding horses, and there are signs that show you, that tell you, watch for horse riders. And I've been told, but I haven't looked, nor have I gone to it, but they say there's a bar down there in South Phoenix where people ride their horses up to it, and they rope the horses there. And people will come out and feed them and water them. So, I don't know. I wasn't that type of Navajo. I loved animals, so I let them be. And yes, our wild horses here, the Mustangs. I forgot the official term for them. But no, the Mustangs here, yeah. Oh no! If you go to Salt River, yeah, you'll see Mustangs there. They're running around the river and stuff. As a matter of fact, I have a cousin who lives with his aged mother because he was related to me through his father. When he wants to make money, go hang out at a local, I guess at the local store. But people know what he's there for. They know he's there to wrangle some Mustangs. Because he doesn't live far from the top, or he doesn't live too far from a small plateau where they run around. So he'll climb up there and grab them and ride them down. That dude's older than me. I think that dude's probably in his 50s now. He's still doing that. That's what I say. I wasn't that type of Navajo. I was about to say, I know people who were that type of Navajo. Yeah, my own cousin. That was the last time I spoke to him. Well, I spoke to him when my aunt was still alive. So that was quite some time ago. Maybe like more than 4 years ago. I can't even remember when she passed away. Thank goodness. I've stopped counting the years. Even my beloved cat, I no longer remember the years. That's how some of us heal. Just move on. Their memories hit me there, here and there. But I just remind myself that that's all they are, is just memories. But, you know, I learned one thing that kind of helps me get through reality. I've stumbled across a mantra that kind of helps. Is you could always wish to see them, but you know, depending on their circumstances for that wish, reality may already answered it. Reality may have the answer already, or you just continue wishing. So it doesn't hurt to wish. That helped me a lot. There's a lot of philosophy in what I said, so good luck trying to figure it out. Because because I couldn't figure it out. So I laughed. I laughed and I figured that out. And then I stood up really quickly, and you know, obviously I'm by myself in my room, my house. I yelled like, "Who said that?" So I did some deep thinking. Like, I swear to God, there's someone in here. who came up with that answer? Crazy. I'm a crazy man. I don't know if it's for my viewers or what I'm doing the other app. My numbers have gone up. Thank you. Thank you. And yes, if you're wondering, yeah, I glide when I drive. I glide on the road, baby. I drive so well, everyone, all of you would be asleep in 10 minutes. It's 2:17 a.m. on Monday morning. Yeah, look at the road, finally. Oh yeah, no, I know why Friday and Saturday it was traffic. Because it's MLK Day. Yeah, there's a house song out there. They use MLK's speech. They sample it into the song. And it's the one, I have a dream. I have a dream that one day former slave owners and slaves' children will come together. It's a good speech. I remember when I first heard it, and I was like, I don't understand it, but the band did a good thing. But after deploying, after serving in the military, after experiencing all the bigotry in the military, the episode of the Boondocks that shows Dr. King acting in that manner, yeah, he would be disappointed. But he would just shake his head and just continue on like, well, you know, it is what it is. And that was the first episode ever I've seen of the Boondocks, because I remember I had a guy, I had a black sergeant ask me that. It's like, hey, Sergeant B. I always laugh whenever he called me that. Hey, Sergeant B. Because, you know, B is supposed to be black, you know, but it was referring to my last name. And, yeah, everyone always get mad. And he would just say, y'all need to cut that out. He's like, I'm referring to his last name. Anywho. Yeah, no, he asked me, he's like, hey, have you seen that Boondocks episode with the Martin Luther King explanation? And I started laughing. I was like, no, but this already sounds pretty interesting. And then he said, you know what? He's like, I agree. That's what he would do. I was like, well, now I have to watch it. Oh, because I remember now, because one day out of the week in the military, you got to go do your, you got to go check all your assigned vehicles, your driving vehicles. Yeah, because, you know, in the Army, that's what we do. We have a mobile transport for the needed force or all forces. But anywho, so we went from I can't remember the other camp anymore. I think it was Camp Henry. Well, you know, we went from Camp Walker to Camp Henry, whatever, and it was it was maybe like 20-30 minutes away, so we had to take a bus. Oh, and that's how he talked to me. But he didn't have that episode. We watched another episode on his laptop. And I just started laughing. I was like, is that Regina James? He's like, oh, he's like, you know her? I was like, well, I didn't recognize the voice, but I was like, at certain pronunciations, like, yeah, it sounds just like her. So, anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Stay up.